And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates. Hello and thanks for... And here in the middle of winter, some teams feeling the cold in the power... rankings. Others remaining hot. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And Utah right now, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Hoosier is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Garnett. Rondo out there with Richard Hamilton. Then it's Baylor. And it's Cowens in at the center position.
And Derrick Rose over 80% from the free throw line over his career. He makes you pay for those fouls.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
Good on the second free throw. Well, we don't expect up and down, Doors. Fast basketball. These teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical, but fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these two teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
Wallace dishes to Rose. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Baylor kicks to Hamilton. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Hoosier against Baylor. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. Rebounded by the Jazz. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Hamilton outside, lets it go from deep. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. McGrady passes to Rose. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, the rise and fire. Now money in the bank for Derrick Rose. What beautiful development of the jump shot.
Outside Baylor. Pass to Garnett. Over Boozer. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
McGrady against Baylor. A shot by McGrady, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Rondo finds Garnett. Timberwolves passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Rondo. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Drummond with a screen on Baylor. Here's McGrady. Pass to Drummond. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Jazz, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
No good from Baylor. And it's Rose with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McGrady. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Aguirre's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Baylor passes to Hamilton. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Rose. Into the lane. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Outside Rondo. A three from McGuire. Here's Collins, defended by Drummond. The shot by Collins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Rondo against Rose. Boozer passes to Drummond. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 2. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for Rose.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Rondo. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against the Kings in Sacramento. To the wing right side. Rose kicks to McGrady. Drummond with a screen on Baylor. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Baylor, and Beal subbed in for Hamilton. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
All right, guys, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Scotty Barnes. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Beal dishes to Rondo. Back to Beal. Barnes kicks to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 from McGuire. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. McGuire's got 5 points so far. And it's Rose with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Barnes kicks to Rondo. Pass to Collins. Here's Beal from outside the arc. Rose with the rebound. Outside Boozer. Outside Rose. Basket good. 10 points for him.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. This guy gets buckets through contact out there. So tough.
Pass to Collins. Beal with it. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Here's Collins. 6 to shoot. Outside Aguirre. Rebound Utah. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Scotty Barnes picks one up. The Jazz have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Jazz. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Chandler. Boozer is out there with Wallace. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Greer in at the 2. Beal finds Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Rondo. Nice defense from Wallace.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Rose against Garnett. There's the triple. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Garnett. And he makes that one. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball.
Incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Down low, here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
How about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Rose up on top. He's covered by Rondo. Rose, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Down low. Chandler on him. Stolen by Boozer. His second shot goes in, off to a
behind Boozer's game, so the inside contact won't deter him.
Outside Beal. Timberwolves passing it around. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Come on, get up. When the Timberwolves
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Greer. Nothing on the board. Pass to Wallace. Looking for Banchero and gets it there.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Here's Skiles. Arnett surveying the defense. Over Banchero. And Garnett misses. Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
On the wing, Chandler. Banchero outside. Going inside.
Now there's the 2008 Defensive Player of the Year. KG's been frustrating shooters for a long, long time.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Clock at 6. Here's Baylor. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Garnett with a screen on McGrady. Hamilton against McGrady. Hamilton the pass to Skiles. Now here's Bailey. Pass to Skiles. Over Greer. Skiles' shot is off. Utah leading. McGrady outside. Here's Greer. Banchero with the screen. Here's Greer. Scoreless thus far.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Well, the length and intelligence of Kevin Garnett still making an impact at the rim.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Jazz, Drummond comes in for Chandler. And it's Asar Thompson in for Gerald Wallace. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Banchero passes to Greer. Steps back and shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, you see the decision-making of Paolo Banchero is so impressive. Comes into the league with that skill and really elevating it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Pass to Skiles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 22 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Smart's checked in for the Jazz. Claxton against Banchero. Here's Greer. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Kick out to Hamilton. Garnett with the screen for Hamilton. Will it go? Rebounded by the Jazz.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:05 left now here in the second. Skiles the pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the middle. Here's Garnett. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Jazz leading by 7. Banchero looking around. From 11 feet away, Elgin Baylor pulls it in.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Out to the wing. Here's Banchero. Drops in the layup for two. Banchero's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Here's Skiles. Here's Garnett. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Utah, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break.
These are return workers of the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Give me your defense. They're taking up off the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there, Ernie.
Not everybody can be like the Jet, though, who shot a career 40% from behind the line.
39.9%. That half year in Atlanta killed it, Ernie.
I would agree with that.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's Rondo. We've got Rondo. Baylor is out there with Garnett. Then there's Richard Hamilton, and it's Cowens in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Baylor with the steal. And they're on the break. Hamilton with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Garnett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
And he sinks the second.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
McGrady passes to Drummond. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Garnett. Utah with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Rose dishes to Drummond. Pass to McGrady. Now Boozer. Back to McGrady. This one for 3. Rip Hamilton with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Rondo scanning the floor. Here's Collins. Hamilton with it. Outside Rondo. 5 on the clock.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start.
Rose against Hamilton. Boozer with the screen for Rose. He gets that one. Rose has got 12 in the game.
I'd say he gets on a roll, you better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wallace against Baylor. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Utah with the ball. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Your Timberwolves dancing.
Now here's Wallace. He has yet to score. Pass to Rose. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Collins has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Outside Boozer. Garnett with the block.
KG has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
Rondo passes to Garnett. With the fadeaway. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Garnett's got 15 points.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Outside Boozer. Back to Rose.
Yeah, clearly he had to establish position there.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Aguaya's checked in for Garnett. Scotty Barnes comes in for Baylor. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Hamilton. Chandler's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Rose. 12 points for him. Got a piece of it. He lobs it up. And the dunk by Aguaya.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Rose gets to Boozer. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. That's tipped. Here's Rose. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Beal deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Cowens passes to Aguaya. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McGrady dishes to Rose. Pass to Wallace. And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Timberwolves making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Then for the Jazz, Banchero's checked in for Boozer. Thompson comes in for Gerald Wallace. And Smart subbed in for Rose. Here's Banchero. He's got 7. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And he makes the first.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
Both free throws good from Banchero. The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Beal. For the lead. A three-pointer is right on target. Beal's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Greer. In the corner, Smart with it. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Beal. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
There's the drive, and the shot goes in from McGuire. McGuire's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
There's 1:59 left in the third. Smart misses. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Barnes passes to Sky. Pass to Beal. Claxton with it. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Now, here's Thompson. McGuire covering. Lets it go. That misses off the backboard.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Beal's got 5 now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Chandler. Thompson outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Utah. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Down low, Chandler with the steal. From deep. Good on the triple. 12 points for him.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
McGuire against Banchero. McGuire kicks to Beal. Here's Thompson. Oh, missed it. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Tracy McGrady, Banchero up.
This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
McGuire passes to Garnett. Over Banchero. And Garnett misses. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. Banchero, good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
McGuire a screen on Rose. As to Beal, lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Banchero outside. Back to Rose. Garnett with the block. Beal with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Pass to Rondo. And here's Garnett. Over Banchero. Garnett can't get it to go.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently. Wallace outside.
Here's McGrady. Off target with his three.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim. And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
Bounce pass from Rose. Drummond with a screen on Garnett. Here's Banchero. Hands it from downtown. Banchero's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Garnett the screen. Beal from long range. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Rose passes to Drummond. McGrady outside. Banchero was screened for McGrady. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Garnett kicks to Rondo. McGuire a screen on Rose. Rondo with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Beal gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Beal's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Rose passes to Banchero. And the rejection by Claxton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And Utah making a change here. Boozer's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Hamilton outside. Back to Rondo. Garnett outside. To the middle. Here's Cowens. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. McGrady passes to Rose. Tipped away. It's stolen by Rondo. 3-on-3. Tries again. Baylor gets the bucket. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disrupted in terms of what they've done defensively.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
And Drummond kicks to McGrady. Boozer with the screen for McGrady. To halt the run, he lays it in.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Baylor. Back to Rondo. It's Garnett on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Rose against Rondo. No good there off the double clutch. Jazz trail by 7 on the wing. Wallace. Garnett with the block. And they get it back. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. Marcus Smart's checked in for Utah.
Marcus Smart.
Rondo with it. Pass to Garnett.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got 6 rebounds in the game. McGrady against Baylor. McGrady passes to Wallace. Back to McGrady. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Cowens has got 11 rebounds in the game. Rondo on top. Defended by Drummond. Rondo's shot is good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Now McGrady. Pass to Drummond. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac. Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota leading by 7. Garnett outside. Shot from the wing. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot.
Rondo against Smart. Pass to Wallace. 3-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Rondo against Smart. So they foul intentionally. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves. Rondo. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McGrady. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Here's Garnett. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Garnett's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Rondo passes to Cowens. Garnett outside. Pass to Baylor. Over McGrady. And the shot falls short this time. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Kevin Garnett.